Hello, sports fans, and welcome to the Scott Sports 101 Monday Night Football. We'll call it an update show. And it's Monday Night Football. It's week four, pregame show, and we'll talk about this game tonight, what we expect, and what's happened so far. Uh, and right now, it's 14-3 Seahawks at halftime, so it's now an update halftime show as well. But we'll get to all that. But first, here is today's Scott Sports 101 Monday Night Football trivia question, and it's a Giants trivia question. What player was named MVP in the New York Giants Super Bowl 21 victory? I'll have the answer later in the podcast. Well, it's Monday Night Football. Are you ready for some football? Uh, and we have a great NFC matchup going on right now. The Seattle Seahawks and the New York Giants are battling it out right now at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. And right now it's 14-3 Seattle at halftime. And the Seahawks are coming off a 37-27 win over the Carolina Panthers. The rain is making a return to Seattle, so it is Monday Night Football. Of course, every game, Seahawks fans are hoping for a win over the Giants tonight, and uh, and they really do that. Hope that the Seahawks can get the win over the Giants. And the Seahawks do. Look for quarterback Geno Smith and the Seahawks defense to have another big game and really help keep Daniel Jones and the Giants' offensive front line on their toes. And they want to extend their record to I think they are 2-1 right now. Look to go to 3-1 tonight. So, but they really want to keep their win streak going, and they want to win this game over the Giants tonight. So, they really need to have a big game, and look for Geno Smith to have a big game as well. Meanwhile, the Giants are coming off a 30-12 loss at the hands of the San Francisco 49ers last week on Thursday Night Football. Excuse me. The Giants will look to even up their record at 2-2 with a win over the Seahawks tonight. The Giants' offensive line really needs to step up and really keep the Seahawks quarterback, Geno Smith, and the Seahawks defensive front line from getting in the end zone and scoring. And Daniel Jones, man, needs to have a big game tonight. Look for him to really have a big game tonight. And right now, it has not happened, and it is halftime right now. And Giants running back Saquon Barkley is out with an injury, with an ankle injury, and Andrew Thomas is out with a hamstring injury. So those are two of the Giants injuries that they are without tonight on Monday Night Football. I'm going to give you a first half update. The first quarter, the Seahawks scored their first touchdown of the game. It was Myers. It was a Geno Smith pass short right to DK Metcalf for the 6-yard touchdown. Myers extra point is good, and it is 7-0. It was 7-0 Seahawks, and the Giants fumbled, and it was Daniel James sacked at the New York Giants 15 for a minus 10 yards and fumbles, and Edwards recovered by Seattle, and it was Brooks that recovered it. I think it was Justin Brooks that recovered it, and it was at the Giants 15 and pushed out of bounds at the Giants 7. And when the Seahawks went 3 and out and had to punt up to 5 plays and 14 yards, Giants went 3 and out and had to punt up to 4 plays and 15 yards, and the Seahawks had to punt again after 3 plays and minus 7 yards. But then the Giants had a turnover on downs. It was first and 10. It was Mike Breida, right guard to the Giants, 30 for 5 yards, but and it was a and that what's caused it, and the Seahawks just kicked off, and it was a 64 yards that Myers kicked it off, and that's what caused that turnover on downs, and there was 7-0 at the end of the first quarter, and then the Giants had to punt after going 6 plays and 27 yards, and then the Seahawks had to punt after going 3 and out 4 plays, 13 yards, and the Giants kicked a field goal to finally get on the board. Gano's 55-yard field goal was good, and it was 7-3 Seahawks. Then the Seahawks scored their second touchdown of the game. Walker up the middle for the 1-yard touchdown. Myers extra point is good, and it was 14-3. And then the Giants had the punt again after going 3 and out, 3 plays, 4 yards, and and then we got to the end of the first half, and then Walker up the middle to the Seattle for a 10-yard for -1 yard, and then that's where the first half ended. And right now we stand at Seahawks 14 and the Giants 3 at halftime. And let me give you the answer to today's Scout Sports 101 Monday Night Football trivia question, Week 4 trivia questions. Giants won. What player was named MVP in the New York Giants Super Bowl 21 victory? If you said Hall of Famer Phil Simms, you are correct. Quarterback Phil Simms was named MVP of Super Bowl 21 after setting Super Bowl records for most consecutive completions. That was 10, and the highest completion percentage, 88%. The Giants defeated the Denver Broncos 39-20. And I will have another trivia question on my next podcast. So stay tuned for that. But the Giants have to come out with some magic that second half if they want to get the win and even up their record. And the Seahawks need to keep the momentum going. And I have right now I'm 9-6. My brother-in-law's already won because he's 12-3. I have the Seahawks. My brother-in-law took the Giants, and that's the only one we don't agree on. There was the third one we didn't agree on. We had 3 of them this week. So we shall see what happens in this game tonight. And I just feel that the Seahawks will get the win in this game. I really do. And they will go to 3-1. I believe that'll be. Yes, they will go to 3-1. They're 2-1 right now. But the Giants really have their work cut out if they want to even up their record tonight at 2-2, and they need to do that. And so, but let's go over the Week 4 scores again from this past week. It's Thursday Night Football. The Detroit Lions beat the Green Bay Packers 30-20 this past Thursday. Yesterday, the Jacksonville Jaguars beat the Atlanta Falcons 23-7 in London. Tennessee all over Cincinnati 27-3. Tampa Bay beat the New Orleans Saints, 26-9. New Orleans, Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The Philadelphia Eagles beat the Washington Commanders 34-31 in overtime yesterday at Lincoln Financial Field in actually FedEx. No, it was Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And the Miami Dolphins, they fall to 3-1, but they'll be fine. They lose to Buffalo, won by 20 yesterday, 48-20 at Bills Stadium in Buffalo. Was not a good day for the Cleveland Browns as they lost to the Baltimore Ravens 28-3, and Deshaun Watson did not play because of a shoulder injury. And so hopefully he'll be back for the game against San Francisco, but they're on a bye week this week. So Minnesota gets their first win of the season as they beat the Carolina Panthers 21-13. Chicago Bears, they fought 0-4. Denver gets their first win as they beat them 31-28 at Soldier Field in Chicago. The Indianapolis Colts just missed a comeback as the Rams win in overtime 29-23 at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. The Houston Texans all over. Pittsburgh struggled defensively in Houston 30-6. And the Chargers beat the Las Vegas Raiders 24-17 at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Dallas walloped the Patriots 38-3 at Big D yesterday at AT&T Stadium. San Francisco walloped Arizona 35-16. And last night on Sunday Night Football, the Kansas City Chiefs beat the New York Jets 23-20 at MetLife Stadium in New York. So that's we'll see what happens with this game tonight. And right now still at halftime, and I think they're going to be getting underway with the third quarter momentarily. So that's just about going to wrap it up for the Scott Sports 101 Monday Night Football Week 4 update show and halftime show. So I'll be back with the post-game show once the game between the Seahawks and Giants has concluded. But until then, always remember, be a team player each and every day in every way possible. So long, everybody. 3, 2, 1. I'm done.